like to talk to you about shifting. Shifting on the bass is a very challenging thing at times, but I feel like if we really focus on keeping our hands centered and we think about the arm shifting as opposed to the hand and the fingers shifting, we can go a long way to ensure that we play really in tune on the bass. So I'm going to give you a little exercise that really helps. This is basically a shifting exercise where we do a part of a scale all on one string, and we'll do it on all 4 strings. And we'll do variations. We'll do a major one, a minor one, and a chromatic one. I'll explain what those are in a minute, and also in the theory section we'll talk about that as well. But a major one. I think we're all familiar with this sound. So here we have, starting on A. So we're starting really in A position. A, remember that? A, B flat, and B are in our hand already. And I want to get this idea in your head. Whenever you set up in a position, you want to have all 3 notes lined up, not just the one that you might be playing at that moment. You want to be ready to play the others in tune. So again, let's set up and see how we do and test it against the open strings. Here's the A. Notice how I was a little teeny bit high, and I moved my finger. That's a good thing to try right now. Notice how when it all lines up and we get it right in tune, it rings in a certain way. And notice even when I'm sliding here, I'm trying not to change the shape of my hand too much. I'm not letting my hand get out of position. Okay, so we have our A. See, I corrected it. B flat and B. Check the B with your E string. So now we're going to play G, A, and B at first. Here's where the shift comes in. We want to get from this B to the C right next to it. But in order to play in tune and have the positions intact, we're going to have to shift to the next position where the first finger is going to be on C. So that's where we have to go. The way we do the shift is to think like this. We're going to glide. We're going to slide. We're not going to hop. When you see some bass players, including myself before I really got my shifting together, they sort of hop around the bass instead of glide. Gliding, I mean the bass the hand stays in contact with the instrument the whole time. We don't hop, we glide. And we can use a little sliding exercise. We call that portamento in music, sliding. This is an exaggeration to get you to connect the notes. See what I'm doing? I'm going to slide up. The first direction is up. See how if you move your finger just a little bit, so let's look at that again. We play G, A, B. Now the first finger is going to be on C. Now start sliding. Now we're going to have to get that 4th finger on B. There it is without the slide. That's major. Let's try the minor version. So now we have a open G string, we have the first finger on A. Now we're going to use our second finger on B flat. Let's try that a little bit. Now we're going to shift from that B flat, G, A, B flat. Now we got to get to the C, but we want our first finger on the C. Again, portamento. Now, the last one will be on the G string, will be chromatic, where we play all the half steps in a row. So all the smaller divisions of the steps. G, A flat, and then slide to A, B flat, B, C, C sharp. How about going down? Now notice I did the little sliding again, the portamento. Again, little portamento here, into the C, slide into that change, into the B. We went from the C so chromatic. I took the slide out. Now let's do all of this on the D string. The one thing that helps about all this is the fingering for the major and the minor and the chromatic shifting exercise is always the same no matter what string we're on. So now we're on the D string. We're going to start with our first finger on E natural. So that's the E position on the D string. Make sure we have all three notes in tune, E, F, and F sharp, even though we're not going to play the F natural yet. So that's the first part of the exercise, D, E, and F sharp. Now sometimes we're going to be tendencies to go a little high on that finger G, the first shift, so we have to work on that. That's better. There's the A. Make sure that G's good. We can use the open A string to check our pitch again. Open strings, always good. Checking pitch.